How would you define the term heritage?
Your background, where you came from, where your family came from. That's how I would define heritage.
What is our family's heritage and how is it instilled into the younger generations?
The Italian heritage shows mainly in our food dishes. So many of our traditions are made sitting around the family table. The family is important. The food that we eat is important. That's our tradition and heritage.
For example?
We have all the traditional Italian dishes, the pasta dishes, the meat dishes, the desserts. Sunday dinner is important. To be with the family, with the entire family. Grandma's house is always where we went to sit, to have this special Sunday meal. Oh, it would be an all-day affair. It would start with your antipasto. It would then go to your soup, then go to your pasta dish, then go to your meats. And then after a deep breath, your desserts. The women all work together to prepare the food. The men sit back, enjoy it, and then sit back and usually play cards after the big meal while the women are cleaning up. The traditions of the Italian family, the women do the work, the men do the play.
Do you think it is important for families and groups to pass down aspects of their
It's so
heritage?
important that we continue to pass down these traditions. That's why in the last few years, I've tried to show my children some of the traditional foods that we make. Something as simple as a meatball, something as complicated as the special Easter pies. Family and food. That's our way of showing each other how much we love each other.
You mentioned the importance of the Sunday dinner earlier. Can you talk about some of the other celebrations that involve our family's traditions?
Every Sunday is a big meal in an Italian home, but the holidays surpass those Sunday dinners. Each holiday, yes, definitely, there's something special, starting with Christmas. Christmas Eve is the Feast of the Seven Fishes. Christmas Day meal starts probably as early as noon and ends as late as 10 at night with one course after another. And special desserts for Christmas. And of course the Christmas cookies that we make. The Anisette cookies, the special cheesecakes. Everything is tripled on Christmas Day.
How did you learn to cook these traditional meals?
I remember as a young girl spending hours in the kitchen with my grandmother and learning and helping and being so proud to be able to do whatever she showed me. So after listening to my grandmother show me how to cook with a pinch of this and a cup of that, I actually took the time to measure everything. And now I have recipes that I can hand down from my grandmother. And hopefully the traditions will follow my children, my grandchildren, and their children to come.
Are there any traditions that were around when you were younger that are no longer practiced today?
I think unfortunately the Italian language hasn't been passed down in generations. We wanted to be Americans, so we spoke only English, and we lost the tradition of our language. What I do remember is everyone in the family, men, women, and children, wore different pieces of jewelry that symbolized different things. Like the Italian horn was one, and this kept away the evil eye. The evil eye, or the Malaluccia. Today the church frowns on the wearing of the Italian horn or any other symbols to rid us of the evil eye, because they feel that it is not a Christian thing to do. They actually will stop you from wearing it.
So we made Anisette cookies today. Why are these cookies important to our family, and how did their tradition start?
I don't know how they started. As my grandmother told me, her grandmother made them, and her grandmother before them. So I'll tell you, my grandmother made them, and I hope that you'll make them and pass them on to your children, because it is our tradition. The Anisette cookies, it's not Christmas without the Anisette cookies.